Oh, okay. Good morning. I wanted to shoot a quick video. I've been thinking a lot and doing a lot since the last one. And first thing I want to say is, I had some viewers over the series of all my videos ask me, is there a way that we can send you a gift, like a financial gift? And the first couple of people I responded to, I was kind of like, well, thanks, just pray for me. And eventually, I think after about the third person, in the last description, I put my DOGECOIN wallet, one of my DOGECOIN wallet addresses. And after publishing that, I had 3 separate, I guess you'd say, gifts or payments sent to my DOGECOIN wallet, and it really blew me away, and I'm extremely grateful. I didn't know how to let those people know that I had received it, because they're kind of like anonymous addresses. And so I thought, well, maybe I could send them a little bit back and they would know, I got it. I don't know, but I'm extremely grateful. And to be, transparent about it. So after they sent it, DOGECOIN went up. I think like 25%. Close to 20-25% increase in DOGECOIN. So it was like the gift got multiplied instantly, like within hours. And so I said to myself, I'm going to reinvest 25% of this money, into the things that I feel God's leading me into. So then I put 25% of that into Phantom, because the video was about Phantom. 25% of the 25%, and then Phantom went up. Since God gave me that dream, and I published the video the same morning, Phantom was up like 38% last night on the week. It was the top performing top 100 crypto for that 7-day period. And this is in a real bearish, week, so to speak. So it's actually a miracle that the offerings were multiplied since they were sent to me. And I'm very grateful. And it is a blessing, and it's gonna really be a blessing for me to be able to probably get the front end of my truck worked on, because I did make a video about my truck being awesome, but the reality is the front end is very sketchy. The ball joints and the brakes, I really need to get that fixed. So that money will help for sure. So thank you again. And so yeah, I wanted to comment about the Phantom thing. I just thought, okay, so God gives me this dream about Phantom. I had never purchased it before, so I've been trading crypto. I got started with DOGECOIN. God revealed DOGECOIN to me, and I'll go into those details here in a minute, but He reveals Phantom to me, and within 7 days it goes up like 38%. So it was around 18 cents when I made that video. This week it hit 25. Now you think about, wow, is that a coincidence? To get a 40% return on an investment in 1 week, led by the Holy Spirit, with some supernatural, revelation through a dream that God is showing you Phantom. And I didn't know if God was saying, buy some now, because of all the other things he's shown other people and myself, I was really, a lot of these decisions are hard. The crypto market, it moves so fast that, let's say God told you, to buy Shiba. And then he said to someone else, buy Luna Classic. Then you buy Luna Classic, right? And then Shiba, the same day or the next day, could go up 15-20%, like whoosh. Or it could drop 20%, and you could have gotten a better purchasing value if you had waited. So timing this market, if you're an overthinker, or if you're on a budget and trying to really stretch your dollars, you can get frustrated going, oh, if I would have waited a day. Or am I not praying enough, because I just bought Luna Classic and Shiba spiked. Because they have these periodic jumps. Like Luna Classic jumped from 16 to 19 last night just in an instant, and that's significant. So if you were trying to swing trade a little bit or get the best price, you can easily get discouraged, frustrated, and that leads to maybe doubting your own decision-making process, or could be that you're doubting over extended period of time, doubting what God has said. So all that being said, because of the volatility, there's these psychological things that can start to develop in an investor, especially if you're like me and you're not really I haven't been in crypto very long, about 2 years or so, getting close to 2 years, so not even, more like 18 months. So all that being said, the phantom dream yielding fruit so rapidly has led me to double down as I meditate on it, as I pray and just ask God and thank, and I feel and believe that we need to definitely focus on the opportunity that Shiba presents, Shiba Inu. God gave me a dream that it was going to hit 13 cents. In that dream, I was looking at the Coinbase chart when I saw the price. I don't know exactly what that means. I don't know how it's going to happen. There's people that have speculated. It could be an entirely unforeseen. So that Vitalik Buterin guy, the founder of Ethereum, one time someone sent him millions and millions and millions of Shiba Inu. It was a lot. I can't remember. And he just burned them. Which was good, I guess, for the price of Shiba. To destroy money that was given to you, you can think whatever you want. But he was this guy who didn't really need it, and he burned it, I guess, to be like a hero to the Shiba army or Shiba community, so that the supply would go down and the value of Shiba would go up. So that being said, I was praying one morning, this is a while back, and I had this phrase kind of well up into my heart and mind, and it was beached well. And I thought about what that could mean, beached well. Well, when a well gets on a beach, it's exposed, but it could also die while it's on the beach if there's not an intervention. So I don't know if the beached whale phrase corresponds to what's going to happen with the Shiba price, but I'm just going to give you, a rough example. If you bought $100 worth of Shiba Inu Okay? And there's people saying it's going to all these different prices. They don't know when. God showed me a figure of 13 cents. At that price point, if I'm not mistaken, okay, 10 million Shiba for $100 right now. $100, you get 10 million Shiba Inu. If you have a sell order or a series of sell orders around the 10-cent range, that's going to be $1 million order. $100 could turn into $1 million in short order. And we don't know how it's going to happen. But we do know that God's speaking to multiple people. So if I'm not mistaken, there's, ever since August, probably at least 10 Christians with significant channels. Okay, I say significant meaning they probably have over 1,000 viewers. To say there's about 10 believers who've put their self on the line, their name out there saying, God showed me this. And we know at least half of them aren't making it up. I'm not making it up. I saw people doing that. I went to the Lord. I said, Lord, please give me a Shiba Inu dream, and if you do, I'll make a video. And he did, and it was very specific. So the weight of the opportunity, okay, is huge. Now I'm going to give a testimony about how God opened my mind to crypto. I had a dream around March of 2021, I believe. It's 2021. In the dream, I was in Walmart parking lot with a neighbor and a friend of mine. And I was aware that he was there, a specific individual. And I looked on the ground and I saw a penny. I picked it up and realized it was a wheat penny date. And the date, I want to say, was 1944. It was either 1942 or 1944. Let's just say it was 1944. And I saw the penny, but it was two pennies stuck together, and I separated them, and they were identical. And in the dream, I said to myself, someone put these, they were in mint condition. I said, someone put these here. This is not a coincidence. Someone put this here. Okay. Well, then I look just a little, maybe foot or two to the side of that, and there's another penny. I picked it up. And instead of Liberty written on the penny, it said DOGECOIN. And the date was 2064. DOGECOIN 2064. I flipped it over. And on the back of the penny, there were words that were all of Asian cultural influence. So there was a name of some band that's from like Vietnam or Thailand. These are things that I'm not really familiar with. And then the word BAPE, which BAPE is Bathing Ape. It's like a Japanese fashion company, skater. It's not really high fashion. It's just kind of it's like Supreme. You know, people pay a lot for these t-shirts. So the back of this coin had all these Asian references that were like consumerism based. Like here in America, we're known for being consumerist to the max, and then this is saying, you know, Asian consumerism. So it's like, okay, that's interesting. So I said, I wonder what this is worth, the one with DOGECOIN. So in the dream, I got onto a computer in Walmart parking lot, Imagine that. And I'm typing it in, and I logged into eBay to see what this was worth, because eBay was, at this time, I didn't have an exchange account. So the only exchange or auction I used was eBay for buying and selling stuff. So I logged into the computer, typed it in, and I saw that one of them had sold, I want to say for like $3,000 or something, one of these Dogecoins. And I says, what? You know, I said, well, I want to list mine. I need to get my eBay account back up and going, you know. So I put a listing for my coin. I was like, I'm going to sell this thing right now. I need some money. I put it on there, and on eBay, the price, as soon as I listed it, started going up like an odometer. The numbers were just rolling over. Like in a car, the old odometers, or like the national debt clock where it's always ticking up. 29 trillion, 30 trillion, you know, always going up, up, up. So as soon as I entered this, the price just kept going up, 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 up. And I want to say I saw it go up to $300. And that was pretty much the dream. So my brother was into crypto at the time, and so I started asking him about Dogecoin, and he had just cashed out at like 2 cents. At this time, Dogecoin was hovering around a nickel, and it had just made a like unprecedented run up to a nickel from sub-penny. And my brother's like, oh, I already took profits on that. Like, it's probably going to, you know, correct and go back down and retrace. And he's using all these technical analysis type thoughts to project where the price was going. I was like, well, I just had a dream about it, and God showed me it's going to keep going up. Like, I don't know. So I actually didn't have any money to speak of, but I had a rifle, which I sold to a family member saying, hey, you know, I'm going to sell this to you. Please don't sell it to anyone else. I just want some money to invest. So all that being said, I was able to put probably around $1,500, at least $1,500 into Dogecoin at the nickel level, the 5 cent target. From the time God gave me that dream, within a month, the price shot up. I want to say it hit a dime, it hit 12 cents. I want to say within a month from the dream God gave me, it hit a quarter. And I'm tripping out. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. You know, I should have bought more. I should have bought more. Well, let me backtrack a little. When God gave me the dream, I had no experience. I ended up opening up a Robinhood account at that time because it was the easiest one, the fastest one. You can do immediate deposits. I had asked a few people. My brother advised against it. He was like, no, Robinhood, they're a bunch of shady crooks and this and that. And look, I'm just trying to be obedient. I don't know. I felt an urgency. Well, what caused me to take action and really pull the trigger, because God had given me the dream. The neighbor that I said was in the dream, his name is Brandon. He was in the parking lot in the dream, present. He stopped me one day after having the dream. In real life, he stopped me and said, hey, can you come to Walmart with me and help me get some stuff? He's got a condition where, you know, heavy lifting isn't always easy for him. And like, he wanted me to get some cases of water. He says, do you have some time? And I said, yeah. And then I was like, oh, okay, you know, we'll go to Walmart. So I get in the car with him, we go, I get the water, I'm leaving, and by the ATM, there's 2 pennies on the ground. Now, they weren't wheat pennies. They weren't 1944, but there was 2 pennies laying on the ground by this ATM in Walmart, and it triggered the thought of that dream. And I said, you know, this is part of this dream is coming to pass. I'm at Walmart with Brandon, and there's 2 pennies laying on the ground, and now I'm remembering the dream. And so I went outside, loaded the water up into his car, and told him about the dream, told him he was in it. I said, this is like God going, hey, you know, wake up. Or God made the dream to where an element of it would come to pass before the other element would come to pass. And that would be the catalyst that would cause me to take action, to leap into something that I had a lot of questions and uncertainties about. All that being said, my biggest takeaway, I watched DOGECOIN. I watched probably overall, I probably ended up putting around 2,000 in there. Maybe a little more, because I was buying it at 30 cents and I was buying it at 50 cents. The vast majority of my holdings were at the nickel level, and my average cost was 10 cents before it was all over with. I watched it go up to 69 cents and never sold any. Okay? I didn't sell any because in that dream, the date 2064, and I saw it just kept going up. I didn't have enough time in the market. There's so many things I could say right now, and I hope this is going to benefit someone. I didn't want to miss out on more gains. That's why I didn't sell. And as it started to come down from that all-time high, guess what? A couple of weeks ago, it was back in the 6 cents range. So, you know, my investment that I had made, technically, if I had held it, would have gone up to 60 and come back down as a 90% correction. Now, to be transparent, I sold most of my DOGECOIN back when God showed me Luna. So I converted, I want to say a lot of it, I was selling DOGECOIN around the 14, 18 cent range to buy Luna Classic after it crashed. I just saw that was some liquidity that I could, you know, shoot on over and have money on the blockchain and make the most of that opportunity. So, why am I talking about this? First off, the people who are saying Shiba Inu is going to hit $1, $5, $10, that could be in 10 years from now. It could be 10 months. I have no idea. God did not show me any number other than 13 cents. So, full transparency, I had adjusted my sell orders last night to be between the 10 cent range, between 10 cents and 13 cents. There's some brother, he's a black dude from Africa, I believe, who prayed for a peak price for Shiba Inu for this year. He asked God, and he's saying that the Lord showed him 12 cents. And he said he fasted. Now, he has a small channel, but when I saw that, I said, okay, God showed me 13 cents on Coinbase. Prices can be different, you know, on different exchanges in different countries. There could be a half a cent difference in a price during extreme volatility. But I readjusted some of my sell orders to get a spread, and I'm trying to load up on some more Shiba. I don't know how much I'll be able